Picture this, Civil War in your mind, and you see rifles, mud, marching columns stretching past the horizon. What you probably won't picture is a giant gas balloon floating above it all, with a telegraph wire dangling down like something out of a science fiction movie. But that's exactly what the Union Army was doing as early as 1861. The Balloon Corps was the idea of a showman named Thaddeus Lowe, a man who understood hydrogen better than half the scientists in Washington. He convinced President Lincoln in a single afternoon. How, you ask? Well, by floating a balloon right over the city and sending Lincoln a live telegraph message from the sky. Lincoln took one look at that stunt and said, "Get this man to the front." Soon, the Army had a fleet of balloons, the Intrepid, the Eagle, the Constitution, and a few others patched together with varnished silk and brute optimism. These balloons were massive, more than 50 feet tall when fully inflated and tethered to the ground with thick rope lines by a whole team of soldiers. From the air, Lowe and his crew could see for miles. They watched Confederate troop movements, counted artillery pieces, and spotted hidden positions that officers on the ground would have never known existed. Lowe even had a portable field telegraph up there, tapping out messages to commanders in real time. It was the first aerial reconnaissance in all of American military history. But here's the part that gets overlooked. The job was terrifying. Balloons caught wind like sails. One strong gust and the whole team holding the lines got dragged across the ground like rag dolls. There's a report of a balloon yanking its entire crew for almost a half a mile before they got it under control. Danger didn't stop there. Nope. ORAB sharpshooters took shots at the balloons consistently. The silk looked big and tempting against the sky, and Lowe had to crouch down in the basket while bullets snapped past the ropes. One balloon even drifted so close to Confederate lines that the crew thought that Lowe had been captured in midair. Despite all the chaos, the Balloon Corps made a real difference. At battles like Yorktown and Fredericksburg, they located enemy batteries and troop concentrations that changed Union strategy on the very spot. Officers who didn't trust balloons at first suddenly realized they were getting cleaner intelligence from a basket than even half their men that they sent out for scouts on the ground. By 1863, the Corps was shut down thanks to Army politics, funding trouble, and the fact that not everyone liked taking orders from a civilian scientist. But the legacy stuck. The United States military had gone airborne, and it never came back down. The Union Balloon Corps didn't win the war by itself, nope. But it pushed the battlefield into the air for the very first time. And in a conflict full of smoke and confusion, sometimes the clearest view came from a silk balloon floating a few hundred feet above the fighting.